Hello dear listeners, my name is Max, I'm a technical specialist in the CSoft group of companies. In this video, we will learn how to start creating a metal casting analysis in the PoligonSoft program. We are in a preprocessor called the master, in which all the preparation for the calculation takes place, and the calculation starts directly. We assume that we already have a mesh model file, since PoligonSoft calculates the temperature distribution in bodies and solidification of the melt using the finite element method. Therefore, it will not be possible to load a regular CAD model into the master preprocessor. I will tell you how to create mesh using our mesh model in our video. So, there are two main windows in our preprocessor. On the left there is a smaller design tree. On the right there is a dark gray window, where the loaded geometry will be displayed. Many mesh files of different formats are suitable for loading the finite element model. You can follow the program to define the default files, but it will set units of measurement only in meters. What are the units of measurement here? In general, mesh generators work without measurement systems. That is, there are some coordinates there, but in order for us to understand the dimensions, we need to put units. Usually we put millimeters. PoligonSoft program works in meters. We load the mesh in the millimeter systems because it will be easier and clearer to measure or change values. For example, I have a mesh file from HyperMesh. Select the desired option and set the millimeters. When loading geometry, the question arises about the possibility of leaving the parameters from the previous calculation. Sometimes it's useful when they consider the same technological process. In this case, click No. We will set the parameters from scratch. In the tree, we see the casting and the mold, but automatic distribution by objects does not correspond to reality. It is necessary to click twice on the object with the index mold, which is actually the casting, and choose the type of volume casting. Indexes are some numbers that are assigned to volumes. Each volume is assigned its own index when loading. Then different conditions are assigned to this index. There will be a separate video about the conditions. We will set the index 1 because usually this index is assigned to the casting. The plus signs of the index numbers mean that they are already used in the project. Then click OK. A suggestion pops up about automatically changing borders to standard ones. Setting the boundaries is necessary for us in order to calculate the heat transfer from a hotter body to a colder one. We agree with the change of borders to standard. Now we do the same for the mold. Next, we need to check the orientation of the model. The acceleration of gravity is always directed opposite to the y-axis. It can be seen that the model is installed incorrectly, so we will change the orientation. In order to put the model exactly on the x and y-axis, click on the button. Next, the upper buttons allow us to turn our model in different directions relative to the three main axes. Let's rearrange it the way we need it. Now, to fix the body and return the coordinate system to the default position, click on the next button. We see that our coordinate system has turned out correctly. Now let's talk a little bit about the display of the model. We can display a mesh of elements and nodes of elements. We can add a cross-section for different parts. The cross-section can be adjusted. The first button displays the section plane. The second button allows us to rotate the section plane with the left mouse button pressed. With the right mouse button pressed, we can move the plane. You can also use the same buttons to rotate along the axis that we used to rotate the model. The arrows of the corner of the plane show the area of the section that is against the plane where the arrows are located. That area will be displayed. This concludes the first excursion to the preprocessor master of the PoligonSoft program. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also leave your comments on which video you would like to see in the next video.
Can you keep a secret?
Bye everyone!